You're tuning in to Pop Austin Media. This is Jet. We got Chris over here too, part of the interview crew now.
Yes, sir. You know the
So, we got a special someone in here. Introduce yourself.
Shit, I go by Certified.
Well,
If you don't know, now you know. It's Certified with an S. That's the only proper way to spell it. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta say that because they're gonna look under the CERT and then it's not. They ain't gonna find it. So yeah, with the S.
It's a Certified with an S, man. If you can't find it, type in Austin, motherfucking Texas. You know, as we know it, Sauceton, Texas. You know what I mean?
Sauceton, Texas. I've heard people say that.
Yeah,
They stopped saying that. It's like they just dropped it now. I don't hear Sauceton, Texas no more. Like you gotta keep rocking with it.
I mean, what it is that, you know, we drip. You know what I'm saying? I have the lineage of sauce around me, so you know he's exposed us to the ways of the sauce. You know what I mean? We got our own wave, you know, of what we do, but you know.
And you're from Austin, Texas, right?
Correct.
Born and raised?
Born and raised South Austin, Texas.
South Austin. What part of South Austin? Like what street? What exit?
Let's see. Bowden Oaks is where I was raised. South Austin, Texas, 78704. As my teenage years, I grew up in 78745, Battle Bend area, and all surrounding counterparts. You know, my cousin lived in Dust Springs, and I was there every weekend. You know, dealing with the kids in there. You know, fighting, riding bikes, cutting lawns, getting money. You know what I mean? I've been a hustler since I was in, you know, middle school. So I touched a lot of different places. I went to about 2 different high schools, 2 different middle schools, and a handful of motherfucking charter schools.
And for y'all, like this isn't the first time me meeting, you know, Certified. We actually been rocking with this cat for a while. But before we kind of get into that and everything else, we got to start with something that you enlightened me on.
Yeah.
Riley Reid and ATX rappers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what was going on with this?
So to be straight up, you know what I mean? There are a handful of artists that will, you know, take the leap. You know, not all of Austin, Texas artists take the leap, and these particular, you know, rappers took the leap and moved to California and were very successful. Still are very successful. RIP to one of them, but there was footage of like seeing them together with Riley Reid in the jacuzzi. You know what I'm saying?
So it leaked out.
Oh, I wouldn't necessarily even say it was a leak. It was content for them. They uploaded it to their story.
So what's the name of this Austin since they uploaded it?
So
can you say the name?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know, it's my dog Suave. You know what I'm saying? My dog Suave Slide. You know.
Suavicidal.
Yeah, it's Suavicidal. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like, it's real rock star. You know what I'm saying?
I interviewed Suave.
Yeah, real rock star. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, bro. You know, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But this is just the truth, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Hella Sketchy. They was all together along with Lil Mosey, you know what I mean? And that just introduces you to a whole different world of people, you know what I mean?
Oh, clearly,
and
yeah.
These are our rock stars in Austin, you know what I mean? There's plenty more young cats that are still doing their shit, but these are our rock stars of our era that we breed artists from, you know what I mean?
What was the name of the guy you said passed away?
Hella Sketchy.
Hella
Sketchy was on his way, and he was doing his thing, making noise, doing numbers. Like I said, they all rode under the Lil Mosey umbrella, you know, when Lil Mosey took off initially, and they have all, you know, done their own thing. They're still real cool. You still see them link or whatever, you know, but you know, times change. People grow apart. People do their thing, but not necessarily that there's beef or anything. It's just
yeah, they ain't got to be beef if you grow apart. You know what I'm
saying?
You can always link back up like, hey, what it is, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, you'll still see them. You'll still see them like together talking to each other like whenever they go to LA or something. But Suave and Bambi, a few other people have been doing short films. You know what I mean? So they've gotten into a different realm of entertainment. You know what I mean?
So not adult short films, but short. I mean, if you got Riley Reid and you say short films, like, what they trying to one up the OnlyFans? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I can neither confirm nor deny. You know
see, there you go. I have a. Go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of beef, you said You mentioned to us somebody attempted on your life or something. You want to get into that or no?
Yeah. I mean, we could definitely talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I'm a survivor. You know what I mean?
My boy got beef out here, man.
Yeah,
This type of stuff I talk about. I love getting into that.
You know,
He want to get right to it. I feel he get right to it. Let's get to it.
Listen. To be clear, I can't beef with you if I don't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, that's all it is. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers could hate from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers could do what they did. And yes, that causes tension, but I would not let myself be tricked out of my position. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I move a certain way. You know what I mean? I have certain people around me, and we are all business minded. You know what I mean? Of course, there ain't no time on that get back. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Ain't no beef. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know these kids. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers just wanna. You take out the favorite engineer, the favorite producer in the building. What's everybody gonna do? They gonna click your video. So guess what? We don't give it no shine.
Yeah.
You don't say no names.
Don't mention any names, but can you talk about like probably the story on how like you found out that an attempt was on your life?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
My fault. Go ahead.
I'll get to that. But what I'm saying is that we don't give them no light. You know what I mean? The people that knew, but we ain't promoting it. We ain't talking about it. I ain't yelling on Instagram this and that. I ain't creating diss songs around it. Like, to me, you know what I'm saying? Let the motherfuckers be unknown. You know what I'm saying? Now at this point they doing other ventures that have nothing to do with music. You know what I'm saying? Because you have failed at that. You have failed. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know, the actual attempt on my life happened after, you know, the studios that we were working in cultivated Quinn's catapult. You know what I mean? Quinn was already doing his thing before he came to us. He was going to do his thing if he didn't meet us, and he was going to take off at some sort of point in his life. But when he met with us, somebody like me, somebody like the group of guys that I was surrounded with, I have my algorithm for 10 years. Mm-hmm. You know, I go to California, to Las Vegas, to Denver. I've been to Florida. I've been to Atlanta. So I have an algorithm that touches pretty wide bases. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And somebody like Quinn is out of East Austin and is touching the world out of East Austin. So you come over here from one side of the lake into South Austin, and now I have a handful of engineers and a handful of different producers that are all under my umbrella now, because the place that we turned up, the music lab, and we'll talk about the music lab later.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We all shared the same thing. You know what I mean? So once he did the Tatiana remix, Talking My Shit, we were all, 30, 40, 50 shares out of one building. That creates a beam in the sky. You know what I mean? That algorithm widens up. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you see Glock commenting on it. You see it going up, and now it's past 20 million. You know what I mean? So I could never take credit for what Quinn has done, but we definitely helped with the push. You know what I mean? We kept bro in the studio, so
you supported.
So he wouldn't be out in the streets. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so after that,
hold on. What I take from this is, man, whatever bro talk about in his raps, that was us. He talking about what we was doing. Yeah. That's what I hear from that.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, in all fairness, where he was at our studio, that wasn't going on. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That was going on where he's from. Okay. You know what I mean? His neighborhood, where he grew up in. You know what I mean? The places, I can't name exactly the places that he grew up in, but though he was talking about his situations. Yeah. Now, when you come to our building is to keep everybody safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, we take precautions. We put people in the studio to keep them out of the streets, to keep them active and doing their shit. You know what I mean? And that's how you hone in on an artist and, amp their talents. We did that. We helped with the Quinn situation. Quinn took off. There's not too much we can do at this point. You've already exceeded where we're at. Okay, keep it going. We'll do records together. We'll have features pulled up. I've had so many features pulled up to that building, from Sada Baby, from Nefta Pharaoh, On BPZ, J Dog at the Music Lab. So we're doing this Okay, and I found a kid in the midst of all of this that was homeless. And I had a friend that told me, "Hey, I got this kid and he's homeless and he does good on his own." And she shows me his SoundCloud and has 4,000, 8,000, 10,000 views, and he only has 6 songs. You know what I mean? So in my head, I'm like, let's give it a shot.
You need that bag behind him.
You know what I'm saying? You need some push behind you. So I brought him into the studio. You know, we clicked right away, and he brought an investor that would help pay for everything at the time, and his name is 44 Baby. So what we did was that we started to do some of the same things, allowing him into the bigger studios, keeping him out of the streets, putting him to play video games while somebody's recording. So right when they're done, he goes in there, knocks out a verse in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And maybe he doesn't even record. Maybe he just records a trailer in the studio, and it just looks cool. You know what I mean? Because I recorded him 6 songs in the past 2 days. You know what I mean? So I was honing in on that, and I think in the midst of that, I linked with an engineer that introduced me to a group of people that didn't have me in their favor. And all I was doing was trying to add to the vibe. You know what I mean? I meet these guys, and, you know, that we don't click. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Not everybody's going to be a friend. You know what I mean? So I walk out, I leave, and I'm like, okay, they on their own shit. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Handle your business. But if you're not spending money with me, that doesn't mean that I don't support you. That just means that you can do what you have to do until you want to come this way and spend a bag with me. Then maybe, you know, that's where we can cross paths.
It's a business at the end of the day.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, we can see eye to eye. You know, I can see what you're doing, salute you, yeah, whatever, you know. But I think that, and along with other things in the streets that didn't have anything to do with music, you know, kind of catapulted it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of catapulted it into somewhere different. And they looked at it as I was engineering all these guys, all these kids, and then we were focusing on 44 Baby and pushing him forward. And, you know, there was traction. And there still is. He could drop something tomorrow, and he still has traction. But at that current moment in time, I felt like them doing what they did was a move. It was a chess move, so to speak. You know what I mean? Nobody knew who the fuck Shitty Cuz was until he took out Nip. You know what I mean?
Right.
So at the end of the day, Straight Drop, nobody knew who Straight Drop was.
Nobody was screaming Straight Drop.
You know, until he took out Dolph. You know what I mean? So what happens? You take out everybody's favorite producer, everybody's favorite engineer, the guy that walks into the studios and creates the vibes for these artists, the guys that help people like Scotty or the kid that I was talking to on the phone, Boog, and bring them all together in these studios. You know what I mean? What happens if you take out that guy? Everybody's gonna click you.
Yeah, they trying to rank.
You know, they trying to pull the Take K effect. You know what I'm saying? They trying to do some dirt to get their name up. You know what I mean? But I'm the wrong one. You know what I mean? I've survived death more than half a dozen times in my life. You know what I mean? The devil has been after me. You know what I mean? But I'm a child of God, so I move different. You know what I mean? I'm more careful of my surroundings. You know, moving forward, I always have been, but I became too accessible at that point. You know, I was in a place where anybody could walk up and find me.
You were trusting.
You know, but at the same time, I had worked already 7, 8, 10 years prior. I didn't need to be that accessible.
Exactly.
So this was a backdoor situation. Is that what I'm hearing?
I use backdoor as a definition as somebody allowed something to happen. These guys did it on their own. You know what I mean? Okay. I was good friends with the owners of the building, and they provided me with surveillance footage that just showed them walking up to the back. 4 of them walked up. I see one of them put their upstairs, go upstairs. They'll go upstairs, and they by themselves. You know what I'm saying? They by themselves. They go walk up to the door, and I ain't gonna say what rapper. You know what I'm saying? But I had
you ain't gotta say names. I just want to say the events.
I had one rapper come to me, and he wanted something specifically from me, and we didn't see eye to eye on it. He walks out, and not even 2 minutes later, a knock happens at my door. So I'm thinking he changed his mind.
That knock came.
That knock came, right?
That knock came.
Okay, my buddy from Georgia that I've helped develop, and his streams went up to 20K in a month based off of me engineering his stuff. he opened the door thinking it was them because I told him I'm facing the computer. Hey, go open the door. It's bro. He just walked out. He wants to come back in. When he did that, these kids run in there and start yelling. They put a gun in our face and start yelling, and I'm like, oh, fuck, bro. Like, what the fuck? Here we go. They're all they doing is yelling. They not running through niggas' pockets. They not trying to grab nothing. My room was a square. They run in a circle. They They putting the guns on everybody, yelling and screaming and doing all this hoorah shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm the biggest nigga, so I get out the way. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? I get out the way. In the midst of that, everybody runs out. The people that ran in, there was only 2 people that ran in. One of them was a rapper. One of them was some fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then they got beat up a whole bunch of other times. And then once those 2 people run out, the person standing at the door let off a shot. When he let off the shot, it grazed me. You know what I mean? And there was 4 people. There was a fat dude that didn't walk in and they didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the one at the door is the one that let off the shot. So when they let off the shot, everything just go white. You know what I'm saying? Because it grazed me on my temple. You know. So it grazed me. Everything go white. I stand still for a second. I try to feel my body, my ligaments. Try to just feel everything.
Yeah, because I know you're like, am I alive? What the hell?
You know what I'm saying? By the time I'm doing that, everybody's running out the door. All the people that are in the room are now running out the door to fight to chase them. You know what I'm saying? They're all trying to go. They don't know which way they went. They just try to run out the door. And I just jumped up, locked the door. The buddy that opened the door is in there and he's fucking in shock. He's like, "What the fuck, dude? What the fuck just happened?" I'm like, "Oh, these motherfuckers, this and that." Mind you, you know. This is a long time ago, statute of limitations. I had hid my pistol because that building that I was in had got raided 2 days before. So I hid my pistol.
It's crazy
how
things work.
And you say that, you know what I'm saying? But if I would have had my pistol, this room is this small. This room is the size of a shoebox. You know, it's maybe just the size of this right here that we're in. Everybody would have been hit.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm glad that it happened the way it happened. You know what I mean? It sucks. You know what I'm saying? You know, the attempt on my life sucks, but it made me move smarter. It made me have to level up. It made me have to separate myself and not be so accessible. You know what I mean? The only way you gonna get me to pull up is if you drop in a bag. You know
it's
what I
business.
mean? You know, at the end of the day, and before it would be that way, but you could pull up to me and drop a bag. You know what I'm saying? But now I ain't going nowhere until you drop a bag.
Well, that's that security. You see, okay, they're giving. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of
that, and I do background checks on venues and you know all that stuff. You know, like I don't got beef with no other rappers. You know what I'm saying? I know these kids that did this, they don't rap. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't ever know who's gonna pull up at that venue, even if it isn't for you. It's for somebody else. Like, hey, how many ops do y'all just? You know what I'm saying? I see what you're saying. Like, how do y'all operate around it?
Yeah, I don't got ops. I got fans.
Well, I'm not saying your ops. I'm saying other rappers' ops of other rappers that are always having shootouts. There was that one. I forgot that one club that was on 6th Street that would always have stuff.
Soho. The most recent one?
No, I think I forgot what it was, but there was always like open mic nights there, and then every time it'd be just nothing, you know, bunch of Austin rappers. I forgot what it was called.
I remember that one. It was kind of when you're coming on 6th Street. It was like early, kind of maybe by Cheers.
It was on the corner, right on the corner, kind of like it was like one of the first things you can pull up to on one of them corners.
Yeah.
We walked through. I forgot.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
we saw everybody performing. They were like, "Hey, this is no offense. This is really the Chitlin circuit."
No shit. Yeah, I'm not too sure. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of them. I could probably narrow it down, but you never know. Like how you saying, you really never know. So after that attempt on my life, you know, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, just like any other business, anything that happens of that nature, you get evicted. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I was evicted from the building, but it only opened up more doors for me because after that I moved to what was a dance theater, and I had an upstairs studio, and the upstairs studio was basically a studio apartment that I turned into a place that, you know, I got introduced to Sauce Walker at that point. I had already known Peso and Rizzo before that, but I got introduced to Sauce, and Sauce used my compound, you know, to be able to cut his features. I learned how to engineer. I learned how to engineer with these kids, but I learned how to engineer fast. I learned how to fucking with Sauce Walker. He brought Skipper the Flipper to me one time, and like I told y'all before, I was in a room with 12 people. And the CFO World Stars in there talking with Sauce Walker about how they were supposed to start OnlyFans. You know what I mean? And like the whole room would get quiet once they start talking. And he's like, yeah, we were supposed to do OnlyFans. You know what I mean? We dropped the ball. We hit the World Star on cut. You know what I'm saying? I guess they didn't drop the ball. They just, the monetizing part wasn't set.
They didn't fully stamp it. Yeah,
the criteria for the monetizing wasn't stamped yet, so there wasn't no way to figure it out.
And let's be real, OnlyFans took off during the pandemic.
You know what I'm saying?
So things have to happen in order for things to surge at times, right?
You know, and at the end of the day, Walk did an amazing job with what he did with OnlyFans. You know what I mean? He took off, and his whole team took off, but that's besides the point. What I'm getting at is that he brought somebody like Skipper to Flip in when those conversations were happening, when there was 12 people, and Skipper to Flip I'm right here on the computer. Skipper to Flip is literally next to me like this. He's like, hey, run it back, and I'm fast, and I'm learning fast. You know, I have no choice. You know what I mean?
You under pressure. You either got to make diamonds or you got to get up off the pot. So I feel you.
And bro fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? Bro fucked with the vibes. You know what I mean? I recorded Y2. He's from Austin, and he made a name for himself in California.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I recorded him, and I let him record 3 separate takes, like 3.5 minutes long. I turned around and talked to the artist that brought him in, and I'm talking to him the whole time. I'm not even paying attention to Y2 because I know he gonna do what he do. And I turned around, I'm like, okay, let me see your headphones. I took off the headphones, turned the music just on my headphones so they could all talk in the room. And I sit there and I piece together the verse, and he stopped. He like, this is what the engineers do for Future and Young Thug. He's like, I could bring you to LA with me, you know, but to me, I was real, comfortable with where I was at. You know what I mean? We were helping Quinn at the time. I was taking full initiative to help 4-4 Baby. You know what I mean? I just took it as a grain of salt. Like, okay, I'm thinking in the right direction. So the Music Lab was a hell of a place for me.
Oh yeah, all right. Let me see before I can get to that. I think I have one before that.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you this though, because this is like a big topic. You ain't got to talk too much on it. Just your thoughts on. What do you think about people saying, the Austin Sweet thing?
Austin Sweet?
Yeah, a lot of people saying it. Zay gets triggered on that, the Austin Sweet. Like, oh, y'all sweet out there. But clearly somebody had an attempt on your life.
Yeah, if you think Austin is sweet, look at the crime rate from 5-10 years ago and look where it's at now. That should be enough. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna find people that hold their grounds, and you're also gonna find adults out here that run businesses that don't want to necessarily get into any drama. But you go to the hood, go try that. It's shit sweet in the hood. Not you, but I'm saying
I ain't say they sweet.
Yeah. Let them motherfuckers go in the hood. Let them go try that sweet shit. You know what I'm saying? When Candy Apple first pulled up on me, all the kids pulled in that bitch with drums. Everybody pulled in there with drums. You know what I'm saying? These are young bulls. You know what I'm saying? Some of them that aren't even here anymore, based off of the way they were living. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Nano. But what I'm saying is that it's really the areas. You know what I'm saying? It's sweet. It's sweet in West Austin.
Yeah, you go into a pocket and you get into a vortex and you like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, but you like no.
There's
shade.
some bitter coffee over here now. This ain't a cream. You know what I'm saying? This ain't sweet coffee.
Like no shade. All respect. You walk in the Booker T, it ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? It ain't sweet. So, you find the right motherfucker, you getting finessed. You know what I mean? You walk into certain places. Shit, you might not leave with what you came with. You know what I mean? You talk to the wrong motherfucker about whatever the fuck it is that you want, and you feel like you can trust him. Yeah, go ahead, try it. You know what I'm saying? I have a line on my shit. It's like, I meet the plug in person. You know what I'm saying? I this is a rap. You know what I'm saying? But people get scammed. People get robbed all the time. I meet them in person. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to anybody else besides the person that understands my point of view. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Even they say you are who you surround yourself with. So
hell yeah.
I like to be around the people that make me think. You know what I mean? The people that think bigger. I laced my boy back here, Scott. You know what I'm saying? We got in the studio the first time, right? You know, and at that point, I'm his teacher. Now, when I'm in the studio, I bring what I bring to the table for shit show. You know what I'm saying? But I also look at him for pointers. So at some point, what do they say? The student becomes the teacher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The teacher was teaches the student.
Student becomes a master, whatever they say. Yeah, student becomes a teacher.
And, and then the student becomes the teacher at some point. You know what I mean? So you add to be able to evolve in making music, which I thrive in. You know what I mean? I pay taxes on. I do verses that may never come out. If they don't come out, it don't matter. I got paid for it. I do mixes. I do beat leases. All these types of things that I pay taxes for. All that has to, it comes to a forefront with what I do. You know what I mean? That's my main focus is music.
So let's get to Elon Musk, man. He tore down the music lab. Out of all the places to tear down, you put me on game.
Right.
Whenever I was there, we would just rent out the spot, do certain things there, shoot some content or even rehearsals for different stuff, and was like, dang, you can actually, rent out, the spot, actually have your own section, but now no longer there. So what are your thoughts on his punk self doing that?
Elon Musk took advantage of a business that wasn't thriving. He took advantage of a business that was selling for $2 million. You know what I mean? That's chump change to Elon Musk. You know what I mean? He took advantage. You know what I mean? Without any regard for the hip hop scene, without any regard for the musicians, they came in and they brought the comedy scene, and now it's the comedy capital. It's not the live music capital. He's a capitalist. He took advantage of it. You know what I mean? With all due respect, I appreciate his genius. You know what I mean? I appreciate what he brings forth to the earth. But in this particular statement, he took advantage. You know what I mean? He took advantage of what we had going on. Maybe he didn't know who the fuck we were, but what
the city, and
you
even
know
people from outside of there, like that mofo knocked that down. When you go for South by, that whole thing is packed. Right. Like you just hear nothing but music everywhere through each, people just rehearsing. It's just like, why'd you take that from you know what I'm saying? The city.
This was one of our if not our last spot that we had. You know what I mean?
Can you think of another one, D? Because I can't.
Because you can't do the same thing in space. Space is a rehearsal, but you can't do the same thing that you could do in music lab. Not that you want to sit here in this motherfucker and smoke weed and record and this and that, but no, you can't do that necessarily in space. Space is strictly meant for a rehearsal space. Now, music lab was meant for an artist to be able to do what they want. There was people that were in the music lab for over 10 years, that we were seeing every day just because we were there. And then as they started making an influx on the rent just because they had to keep up with their bills, rightfully so, they had to leave, you know what I mean? And it wasn't far after that, but before we got the notice saying that, hey, you have to clean out, you know what I mean? I'm already out the door, I'm already evicted, but we helped build Elevate out of there, and we helped catapult, artists like Quinn, you know what I mean? Like I told you, he was going to blow up any time. But that first video, that 20 million plus video talking my shit, was shot in our studio, was shot in Elevate. And you know what's fucked up? I was supposed to be in that video. I was supposed to be dancing, having fun in that video. But I worked all night. I fell asleep in my studio. We went knocking on your door. They're the manager at the time. We went knocking on your door, and you didn't answer. I'm like, oh, what? And in my head, I'm like, he gonna make another song like this. It's gonna happen next week. I'm hanging around Quinn so much. I'm like, I would pull up my stopwatch and go to the studio and show him. It'd be like 10 minutes. Like, bitch, you done? You done with the song? He asked me one time, what song should I do? I'm like, Blueface fucking with your shit on the story. Do Tatiana. Next thing you know, Tatiana on World Star. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'll fuck with Bro Tough, and I still fuck with him, but he just got his own shit going on. You know what I mean? Rightfully so. He a man. But once we got that notice and we noticed that we had to be out of there, it started to build like kind of you want to be mad. You know what I mean? You want to be pissed. I'm like, this motherfucker took our building, bro. Like, what the fuck? But he
did, though.
Yeah, I believe me, but I can't let hate fester.
No, true that.
I can't let hate fester because that's not who I am. So what we do is we look for the next biggest and best thing.
True that.
And then we just upscale. You know what I mean? Now we have excuse me if I'm wrong, Scott, chime in. 5+ room video podcast warehouse that we bring the artists to. You know what I mean? It has 2 lounges, a snack bar, you know, your podcast room. You know, we could talk about it. Elevate Network _ Elevate Network on Instagram. That's the team that I work with. You know what I mean? That's the team that we have Platt working with. The Mass. We have Stilo. There's been a Grammy Award winning.
Shout out to Platt.
You know, engineer in there. Platt's hard. Yeah, you gotta give it up for Platt.
So do you feel like it's more that Quinn could come back and do as far as him taking off under y'all umbrella and y'all studio and come back and kind of revamp with the new elevation that y'all made, or what?
I do believe that it's possible. I do believe that it's possible, and I do believe Quinn can blow up at least 5 to 10 more times. You know what I'm saying? He just started. You know what I mean? He think about this. How old was Lil Wayne when he started? 14, 15. How old was Quinn when he started? 14, 15. They may not have had major record labels, but Quinn rapping just as hard at 14 and 15. Every bar is a metaphor. Every bar is a metaphor, and at this point, he's just getting better. He's trying new rhythms. He's trying new shit. You know what I mean? Bro got his shit going on. You can't deny that. You know what I mean? He make a motherfucker want to rap. You know what I mean? I'm to some of the young niggas, I'm an old head. I hear a Quinn record, I'm like, damn, bitch, let's go. Rewind that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Nowadays, 30's an old head. If you 30, you're an old head.
Shit, guess what? A 30-year-old bottle of wine go for twice as much as a $20 bottle of wine. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, especially, you know, when you're a man, you know, we get better with age anyway.
And you saw at the Grammys, I think Charlamagne said like the majority of artists who were winning are like, you know, older, late 30s and, you know, 40s.
2 Chainz didn't take off to like late 30s, early 40s. Rick Ross didn't take off to late 30s, early 40s. You know what I mean? Like, these people are prominent artists in the industry at this time. You know, everybody want to be turn and burn cookie cutter. You know what I mean? Why you think my boy Scott stand out the way he do? You know what I mean? My boy Scott, he really understood it. I laced a little bit of the blueprint in front of him, and he took off running. He figured it out on his own, and now he's having fun. And you see people that are influencers on other platforms, TikTok, cannabis infusers, THCA infusers, they support him. You know what I mean? And he's on every algorithm. When I talk to people about what I got going on, and yo, have you heard of my boy Scotty? Oh shit, that's that video I just saw, right, bro? Dancing, that shit be funny. I look at them videos of him dancing. I'm like, damn, bitch, I want to be dancing. I'm a big nigga too. Like, oh man. But shit, I gotta get a little bit of that liquor in me to get in there and start dancing. You feel me?
Speaking of like weight loss, you said you're on a weight loss journey.
Yeah. I'm 163 pounds down. I had to make a drastic life change. You know what I mean? It was a forceful help situation. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm happy. I know that I'm gonna live. I know I got blessings to receive and blessings to give out. At the end of the day, shit, I was almost going towards 600 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Everything was difficult for me.
Sorry to say that. I'm just saying, like,
No.
that's just like I don't want to see you like that, bro.
No, fucking sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Like, my surgeon, when he saw me, he like, you gained 50 pounds since the last time I saw you? And I'm looking at him and I'm like, I feel awkward. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, I fucking did. You know what I mean? I got to get on the ball. I got on the ball and I dropped 27 by the time I was ready to go under the knife, and I did what I had to do. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? People are going to say, you should have just hit the gym. I tried to hit the gym. I tried to diet. I tried this and that and the third. Sometimes people just need forceful help. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I spent 15 bands on my stomach. I filed taxes on it. You know what I'm saying? I spent that money on my stomach before I bought a kit. You know what I mean? I want to live. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
You know, that's my whole shit.
It's about health and then just being like finesse. What finesse 2 times is doing. Like, I'm not trying. I mean, but you know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother topic.
But like,
I'm not trying to finesse it. I'm trying to work it, and now I have a lifestyle to adapt to, where I eat like a 6-year-old. I swear I eat like a 6-year-old. I eat everything plain. You can give me chicken tenders half the time, and I won't finish them. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, I just spent X amount of money, triple digits on me and my family. I took 3 bites. But my family deserves it, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, you know? I just got to, you know, be mindful about the way that I move forward and the habits that I build from here to there, you know what I mean? I think that's a lot of things that men or young men, you know, young stunners out here, they don't talk about goals.
Are you able to, like, so you are also working out, though, on top of that?
This year is the year that I start.
Okay.
The first year was my recovery year. I couldn't lift heavy.
That's what I was going to ask. You probably couldn't do nothing for a while.
I couldn't lift heavy boxes for over 6 months. You know what I mean? I had to put a stall on my community service hours. I had to put a stall on certain things around my house. Now I'm up and active. You know what I'm saying? Scott be on my ass. He'd be like, "Did you go walking? What you doing?" You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up.
Get them steps in.
And I need that accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just that type of person, bro. You know what I mean? And then I hold my friends accountable. You know, as of lately, like, no, I haven't been working out.
No, yeah, but that's gonna be
because you got a workout coming up here. Anybody who been up here knows it's a workout coming up here.
Yeah, coming up them stairs.
Going up them stairs. How about going up the wrong stairs?
Oh, you did that too?
And then had to go up the second round of stairs.
There was I hate to say, there was another big artist that came here and they did the same exact thing, and they were sweating like a mug and it was hot. And they're like, hold on, you got to give me like 15 minutes to cool down. I ain't going to say who it was, but I was like, my bad, boss. He should have came to the right stairs.
Yeah, I ain't going to hold you. When we walked up to the door, I told him, I was like, yeah, we're going to do a little, you know, a little intermission before we get started. You know what I mean? We waiting on we waiting on the cameraman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
So to catch the breath and shit, shout out to the cameraman, Danny Candy Apple, which is another prominent force that we've teamed up with, and you know, when I was in the music lab, I had young artists that wanted to be a part of everything that we had going on, something that we had going on. So if he had an artist that he brought to me, I recorded him, he shot the video. If I had an artist that I was recording, hey, I got a video guy that shoots it. Boom, boom, boom. They out next week, you know what I mean? He recorded Double G's first video, I believe, you know what I mean?
What do you think about that Double G's thing? Like, I hate that it is what it is, but everybody was kind of like, that's why, well, this ain't what I said. This is what the streets say. He got signed to mob ties for a cheeseburger, for a Trill burger.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand the backstory of it. You know what I mean? And I do believe Double G's will be coming over here soon to talk about his side. You know what I mean? And really break it down.
Because it did look kind of crazy. Because the optics from the fans, you know, it's like he did the handshake, and then next thing you know, Junior was kind of silent, and then you see the Trill burger. So that's what just kind of, you know what I'm saying?
It is what it is, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm saying what the street's saying.
Yeah, no. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Double G's is a very talented artist, bro, and he deserves to be having the spotlight on him. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Double G's, come up here and talk your piece and negate that dang Trill burger nonsense.
Yeah. Double G's and the guys are definitely showing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all due respect. You know what I mean? But, There's some things that need to be brought to light about that, because there's a back end on that story. I know the guys personally. I know the guys that were around Double G's when they had the freestyle session in front of Jay Prince.
There was a lot of people there.
Yeah, but the guys that were with Double G, you know what I'm saying? Like the right hand man. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I know a lot of the back end. I know a lot of, you know. I watch videos. I understand what happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch everything, but I watch, you know, the things that interest me. And Double G is talented. You know what I'm saying? He just bro. They rolled out the white truck for Honeycomb Brazy. You know what I'm saying? The white car. Why can't this be done for this young man? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's real, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And bro is hard. You know what I'm saying? I ain't discrediting Brazy. Brazy hard as hell. But G's gonna sing. G's gonna rap. You know what I'm saying? He got an image. And the boy he did the same thing that Finesse did. You know what I'm saying? He did it shorter time. You know what I'm saying? It was Finesse 90 days, his album or something like that.
Yeah.
Double G's was 60 days. You know what I'm saying? Now the infrastructure might, it might need some work. That's all it is. But I've talked to him, you know what I mean, to try to help get things on order. You know what I mean. There's a lot of little stuff behind the scenes that we got to worry about. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But bro deserves the shine. You know what I'm saying. The cheeseburger shit. Let the internet talk. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like,
And I was kind of laughing just because this is just how the story was. It's like I'm in Houston. And just like, oh, y'all ain't, the internet ain't nothing, boy.
Man,
It's just something about Austin where the people outside of Austin kind of put this stigma on Austin. Like, I feel like Austin just keep getting played.
Man,
As the outside looking in, because I'm
Say
not
it.
from Austin. You
say
know what
it.
I'm saying?
No, say it, bro. Those things are true, but what we have to do is speak life into the situation. You know what I'm saying? We got to correct the shit when it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, if niggas want to say this and that, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, but if people want to say this and that about...
You done said a bunch of MF, so you already... you already done read through those, so you good.
Okay, yeah. What I was saying, though, is like when people say certain things about the city, I correct them. You know what I'm saying? I'll Cat Williams the shit. I'll tell you the truth. You want to know the truth. You know what I mean? Like, shit, bro got a deal. You know what I mean? And he got the deal that somebody else was supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that he stepped up and took that fucking spotlight. You know what I'm saying? That spotlight was meant for something else and somebody else at the time. Guess what? If you can't deliver, shit, my young bull can. You know what I'm saying? He sure the fuck did. You know what I mean? So you got to give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the internet gonna say what the fuck they gonna say. They got a whole bunch of shit to say.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what
they
I'm
got
saying?
a whole lot. We extend the olive branch to you, not an olive, however you say. We do extend a branch so you can come tell your side of the story, man.
Yeah,
Because
no
they was going crazy.
No doubt. And then Double G should be up here soon, bro.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah, Double G's for
sure.
sure. Did you have a couple questions like Mexican? I think you had one on.
Oh yeah, who you think, as far as Hispanic artists, who you think on top right now? Texas Hispanic artists or California Hispanic artists?
Oh, I mean that's a good debate, bro. That's a real good debate. I'm gonna be biased and say Texas, but I can definitely tell you that the Latino community in California is strong. You know what I mean? And I hate to be fucking sitting here be politically correct, bro, but Texas got rich in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And they got rich off Texas in music. You know what I mean? It might have been the late 90s, you know what I'm saying? It might have been the early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? California rich, and in all ethnicities can be a number of things, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers just decide to rap, you know what I'm saying? Now, at the end of the day, it's all about who makes this better music, you know what I mean? And that's my outlook on it.
That's one a Mexican OT or D baby if you had to choose between the two.
That's a hard one, Dad. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold you. Are we playing drink champs? I get a shot if I have to pick both. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no shot over here. I'm dry. You gotta pick one. Dang it.
Nah. I'm gonna pick one, and I'm gonna pick this one because. OT raps too fast. I can't recite all the lyrics. I'm picking D baby.
D baby easier to digest.
Yeah, I can digest it. I can repeat the lyrics. You know what I mean? I can repeat the punchlines from OT, but music wise, D baby gonna touch my soul. You know what I'm saying? OT, guarantee I'm gonna play that shit to get me turned. You know what I'm saying? If I'm playing D baby, it's definitely on some different vibe. I'm kick back. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm in my fields. Maybe I got a couple mud. You know what I mean? I ain't sipping mud to OT, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just, I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? Bro do his shit, you know what I'm saying? Bro had a fucking dollar bill rolled up, you know what I'm saying? He a true Mexican, you know what I'm saying? A true Mexican had a dollar bill rolled up in his ear, you know what I mean? Talking about cocaine in my left pocket, like, that's a true Mexican, you know what I'm saying?
What you think about, so recently he had a little, I'll say, a disagreement with Brick Baby Wolfpack and D Baby. They pretty much telling Mexican OT all that stuff you talking about in your songs. That's us. You ain't in the streets. You not like that. You really still in our whole swag or whatever. But he try to pedestalize himself over all the other Hispanic artists in Texas. but them pretty much telling them like, y'all, you ain't really like that. You rapping all like we the real streets.
You know,
Brick Baby, Wolf Baby, whatever his name is.
Brick Wolfpack.
Brick
Yeah,
Wolfpack.
Brick Wolfpack.
Let me answer this the best way I can. OT has Johnny Shipes. OT has Johnny Shipes. Johnny Shipes is the founder like of people like Nipsey Hussle, Big Crit, Smoke Dizza, Shiesty Bubs, people that run a weed culture in New York. He has him on his side, which introduces you to industry. You know what I mean? And long live Dolph. Brick got to Dolph. You know what I'm saying? And Dolph ain't here no more. You know what I mean? I can understand OT's reach is a little bit more bigger because he has mass appeal. You know what I mean?
Got a corporate kind of way he approached things.
You know, and that's just the facts of it. You know what I mean? Like, and not to say that, bro, I don't know Brick's background. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest.
Well, Brick letting you know right there, like he ain't about that. I'm about that.
But yeah, that's what I was about to get down to. Right? Okay. So he's saying like you talking about what we live in. You know, this is entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And now it's a little bit different. Everybody wants to have a body, have 4 bodies, have a body. You know what I mean? It's a little different now. You know what I mean? But in hindsight, Tupac, if you listen to all his shit, all his stories, all his content, it wasn't completely about Tupac. It was about his surroundings. It was about the people that he grew up with. It was about the people that he came up with. It was about the situations they went through. Even Pimp C, my man Bobo just lost a baby in a house. He being specific, you know, but he's talking about the content around the people that he's involved with. That's why people get attached to him so hard. You know what I mean? That's why people attach to Pac so hard, because they relate, because it's not just his story.
He was a revolutionary too.
You know, he was also an actor. So you can debate to say if he was a gangster or not. You know what I'm saying? He was an actor. You know what I mean? Like I'm a humongous Tupac fan. But at the end of the day, you know, the hindsight of it is you're an actor. You know what I mean? Like
actor, dancer.
You know, it is what it is. But you can't deny the fact that he touched souls based off of these stories, based off of these plays that he was making within the music. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know the background of the fight at MGM Grand that got him killed, right? So the guy that got his chain snatched initially, you know, that's the reason why he fought Orlando Anderson. You know, because he got the chain snatched at the mall. A lot of people don't know that the person that got the chain snatched from the mall, the death row chain, Tupac brought that person into death row. So that's his line into the person from death row. So now
that's how he got the death row chain.
Yeah, it was through Tupac. So now Tupac has a loyalty to this individual person. So now you're going through it. I'm frontline infantry for you. He don't need to be, but I'm frontline infantry because you're the reason that you got a death row that you had a death row chain. So why do you think the first person that goes and runs up on Orlando is Tupac? It's because he's fighting for his partner. You know what I'm saying? He's not fighting for Mob Piru. He's not fighting for the big dogs behind Suge that grew up with Suge. They ended up being all mentioned through the Machiavelli album and stuff like that. He's fighting for the small dog, you know what I'm saying? And he's making a point. Unfortunately, he died behind some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You fighting gang shit. You're a fucking $1 million nigga. Like, you're not supposed to be fighting first and foremost. You know what I mean? You have your people fight for you, you know what I mean? So he died based off of, you know, loyalty. Some people can call it ignorance, bro. Like, at the end of the day, he didn't need to, but he did, you know what I mean? Because he was that loyal. So I take that back to the D Baby and OT shit. OT can very well be rapping about his compas, about all his friends that fucking ride horses and snort dope and, you know, shoot shit up. OT can very well be licking booty hole in real life because he talk about it in every song. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, you know what I'm saying? It's just the facts of it. You know what I mean? Bro feel a certain way. Let him feel he's entitled to feeling that way. You know what I mean? But OT, shit, he could be rapping about everybody's situation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
That's just real.
they rapping about what they seen in their hood.
You know, I do that. I write songs about people's stories. You know what I mean? Like, and it gives me closure. You know what I'm saying? It helps them. They hear it and they know it's about them
Mm-hmm.
or about their little brother. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my friend's little brother passed of a fentanyl overdose 2 years ago, and I made a song about it, and it's never getting released, but it's for the family. You know what I mean? So they talk to me about it. You know what I mean? R.I.P. Christian Sosa. You know, these are things that I have to do as therapy. You know, yesterday my grandma's house was empty, and you know, this is the house that I grew up in. You know what I mean? It's getting ready to be demolished, and this and that and the third. And the only therapy I can get without suppressing it is go into that room that I grew up in, buy a Bluetooth speaker, and write a song. You know what I'm saying?
Take you back to the days.
This is my therapy. You know what I'm saying? This is the way I deal with it. You know what I mean? And got to move past it. You know what I mean? You know, I never forget. You know what I mean? I can never forget those memories. You know, that's my baby. You know what I mean? But I never forget. You know what I mean? And that's how I use therapy. I use therapy raw. So certain things happen to people around me. I may have a friend that breaks up and is going through a divorce, and he tells me a little bit about him, and I don't air him out, but I use him as content. You know what I mean? And of course, I still put myself in the mix. I can't just completely tell a different story. I have been on my hip hop shit and made a complete story up from scratch, you know, on some shit, and it's hard as fuck. I promise you. You know what I mean? It ain't no bullshit. I promise you, it ain't no just like.
Oh, you be spitting,
know,
bro. No cap.
No, like you know, what he say? Welts on his neck from the necklace strip and the old Biggie shit. Like that sounds like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But he's very well telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like he could probably popping shit on his neck in the early '90s. But I use my real shit in my life, the people around me, I use the real shit, you know what I mean? I get with Scott, we in the studio, and we ain't doing nothing but talking shit, but saying the real shit, you know what I'm saying? I get with my people, I get with Mask, and he puts something in front of me, and I want to do what I feel is proper for it, you know what I mean? Because it's my life, it's my expression, it's my therapy, you know what I mean? So that's how I approach music, you know what I mean? I understand what we're talking about, too, with him, feeling that about bro. Maybe he's not spinning the block, but that don't mean that the people around him aren't. You know what I mean? Shit. So, I mean, would you be spinning the block if you making millions and millions and millions already? You know what I'm saying? Unless you grew up like Smurda. You know what I'm saying? He grew up and went straight to being rich. K Flock grew up, went straight to being rich. They're still spinning.
Mo
you know?
3.
Mo 3, yeah.
Oh man, Mo was a motherfucker, bro. And then after he passed, they telling me it was like, you know, he did this and that prior like 2 weeks prior in a different city. I'm like, no fucking way. I heard about that happening. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I'm like, it is what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? People still spinning, people still doing this shit. They very well can be and rap about it, but not everybody that, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let entertainment be entertainment, you know, but don't fake the fucking funk, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, there's ways to do it.
You know
to where you like, I'm gonna just keep it strictly music and make it. But speaking of that, like, so what do you got like coming up project wise? I see Die Slow starting to. You guys are. I'm not saying y'all ever broke up, but y'all now doing more like
we're
everybody's.
we're doing things as a collective now.
Yeah.
So we've all developed as individuals. And now it's full circle, and we're getting in the studios. We're you know, we've never left fellowship within each other. You know what I'm saying? We've always confided in each other about our moves and our lives, and even the independent moves that we made, and we still support each other. But now it's being more so. You know, we haven't did a South by Southwest since before quarantine, right? Mm-hmm. So this is our first. Our first South by Southwest since before the quarantine.
So post COVID, yeah.
You know what I mean. And what's another thing about COVID, and I know we're getting a little bit off topic. I'm bringing it a little bit off topic with this, but post COVID, I was in the talks with the city of Austin, right? And I'm talking to two different people, and they're talking about giving me my day. They're like, I'm giving you your day. You know what I mean? I was doing the things with 44 Baby. I was helping develop artists. I was bringing people into these studios, and we're talking to these people. back and forth, emails, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then COVID hits. The emails stop. Everything stops, and I'm like, I respond back, no response. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. Let it breathe for a little bit. Nothing happens. I'm like, okay, I bet I'm gonna keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keep making noise. I'm gonna keep making noise. Then COVID ends. I reach back out. The person that was in charge of giving me my day had moved on to a different department, different company, different section.
So all that stuff prior just went out the window. Anybody that
Hey, if the people of Austin, Texas are watching, the music department, I still coach young artists. I still give them options, different types of options. I still put my foot forward with bringing artists to the front line to try to keep them out of the streets and put them in the studio. You know what I mean? So if the people are watching, I still do what I do. It's just on a different scale. Maybe it's not broadcasted. And I have now done marketing for different brands, practicing the things I've learned with Die Slow for so long, practicing the things I've done for Certified for so long. I'm using this with different brands that have nothing to do with music. You know what I mean? So I'm just iron sharpens iron. So I like to be around people that are sharp, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that the person that quit, maybe not quit, resigned, moved on, and is now the head of, I don't know if she's the lead singer or the manager of the biggest Selena cover band in like Central Texas in the South. It's called Bitty Bitty Banda. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like bitty bitty. Was it bitty boom boom? Yeah,
Bom Bom.
Yeah,
So,
I like that song.
So
I don't know what she's saying, but
it gets you moving. It gets you want to put a beer in your hand.
It's hard. It's a hard song.
Yeah, it makes you want to get drunk. You pass me some tequila in this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For shit
find me
show.
a little nice Latino. Yeah, come here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said Latina.
I don't know nothing about that. You know what
I
I'm
said Latina. Come on, man. Give me a nice Latina. Get the playback. But yeah, so
and she's an awesome person still. You know, I attempted to reach out to her, then I was just like, she's very successful in the world that she's in right now. Let's not try to backtrack. Let me just do what I do, make noise, and you know, it'll come full circle. You know, if not, it wasn't meant to be. But just know that Certified is in those talks of having his day. You know what I mean? He's with the committees. They're bringing me up in there. So all you other rappers that's looking at me as I'm like you, we different. You know what I'm saying? We different. You know what I'm saying? I'm being straight the fuck up. We different. You know what I mean? And I'm in the room with you. I'm smoking weed with you. I got a lot of love for you. We might pour a cup together of some Hennessy. And we might enjoy ourselves. Let's throw lines. Let's have fun. Let's create. You know what I'm saying? But I'm different, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my brothers know it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Clover. Shout out to Weekdays and Southside Hippie. You know what I mean? These are my guys.
Too, yeah.
You know, they know. You know what I mean? When I listen to them just as much as they listen to me. But they know when I'm bringing something. Okay, let's go. We're doing this. All right, bet. Come on. You know, I'm getting them back on content. I'm getting them all together on this 2024 wave, you know, and I pride myself in it, you know.
What date are y'all performing for South by so that people can know? Like what date?
Okay, let's hope this interview comes out before then.
No, but come on now. We ain't gonna do it like that. Yeah. We ain't that backed up on interviews like we used to be, so it's
But I know y'all get busy.
We got you.
But it's gonna be March 16th at 7 p.m. at Roscoe's Comedy Club. And if you're a hip hop fan, I encourage you to come out. You know what I mean? Ain't no shoot 'em up, bang bang in there, but I can guarantee you that my friends are in there smoking and having a good old grand old time. You know what I mean? You're gonna meet some people around you that love hip hop, that love rap. You know what I mean? That the person that we're opening for is brought up amongst the greats. You know what I mean? Which is Razzcast. You know,
Razzcast.
You know,
I remember his beef with Game.
You know, and
I remember that.
And it is what it is for shit show.
No,
you know,
but I just remember Razzcast. They had the disc records going back and forth. I followed the whole thing. Even listen to Razzcast disc.
I love it. It's hip hop. I want to hear a motherfucker talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially against Game. Game's coming for your fucking neck.
Oh,
you
you already know.
Game's coming for your fucking neck. You know what I mean? But Razzcast is the artist that we're opening up with We're also doing the show along with CHHK, which is a collective out of Austin.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, shout out Casino and that whole crew.
Big Mike and everybody, bro.
Jason, is that the white dude's name? Maybe Justin.
I don't want to say yes or no because I know there's a lot of them and I know them all. But some of them, you know, in passing, I don't know your name. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I know it, and once we get to drinking, I'm like, oh, yeah, bro, yeah, you
it's
are.
Jason. Shout out Jason.
Shout out Jason.
And Big Mike, the ones who, like, own it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Big Mike. Yeah, I know Big Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, Big Mike's my boy. Big Mike's my boy. Ben Buck the beatbox. He's also doing it.
Tall Kyle, that's my dog, man. He's funny.
Yeah, Tall Kyle's a part of CHHK. Ben Bucks, Minds of a Different Kind. They've traveled overseas. They're real good friends of mine. Shout out Nick Cruz, Black Child, Cyclops, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else. Oh, yeah, my boy Beeza, you know, BZA. That's my dog, you know what I'm saying. He's been rocking us a long way since the league shit, you know. Shout out to all the people that are involved in that show. Follow me on Certified with an S, and you'll see the flyer. We're going to be posting it all month until the show happens. But it's all hip hop, you know what I mean? Where ain't no shoot 'em up, bang bang in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's all hip hop. It's people.
No, yeah,
getting
it's
down.
good vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to end this interview off, so upcoming projects, and then where can they find you at on all the play? Let's do upcoming projects.
I got a quick question. Why didn't you? And Jay, you supposed to ask this. Why didn't you like really push that on the go record?
Yeah, we got a bone to pick with you on
We
that.
thought that song was hot. The video was dope. We thought you kind of gave up on that record.
Yeah, gave up too early.
Yeah, I've actually been advised to redrop it.
That's a hard ass song.
Yeah, and I still have people that bring it up to me, and I will for the people. And I didn't have a discrepancy with the producer that made that song, but the album that it's on, he was just on Twitter flexing. He was like, "Shit, artists didn't sign no paperwork with me," and I'm young. I'm like, I bought a bunch of beats from him. So he's all over the album, and he was like, I own all these songs. So I was like, yeah, I'm taking my music off. Like,
dang.
so
Yeah,
I left
feel
that record up on like SoundCloud, and it's definitely on YouTube. I'm gonna redrop it, and it's probably gonna be remastered. I would love to get Deja Loaf on it. You know what I mean? Like that's my dream remix for that song, and
remix, right?
know, yeah, I
because you alone on it was good enough to me.
Yeah, I thank you, bro.
Yeah, I'm not just saying that because that's one of my favorite songs out of Austin.
Yeah,
that was a hard record, bro.
I'm gonna say
Very
it. I
tough.
like that song better than a lot of Quinn songs, and that's no like this. I like Quinn songs, but I just telling you how much I like that song, and I was like, then you dropped the ball in a sense with that one. No offense.
I'm picking it back up.
Yeah, pick it back up and score.
I'm finna work on my 3 with it. You know what I'm saying? I promise you on everything. Shit, if you like that song, I'm just gonna encourage you to look up Certified and Exotic Scotty, Postman. We're talking about the next stuff that's dropping. It's gonna be Exotic Junkies, Certified and Exotic Scotty project in the works. I'm working also on a Die Slow album. And I'll be waterfalling singles all year. So, once the time is right, my project is coming. I got 2 of them on tuck, but it's like, man, it's just, let's build up the fucking motion. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Let's drop content. Let's drop single after single after single after single after single. And then, something hits, we're going to drop the project. You know what I mean? I got a hefty project with Billy Rax, Neff the Pharaoh, Jay Soldier. That's sitting on tuck. You know what I mean? Then I got a whole nother project that's all produced by me, and I'm on that bitch talking turkey. I promise you, I'm on that bitch talking turkey. So that's where I'm coming out of. I'm I still do my hip hop shit. I got another song that's I don't know if I can say too much of it, but it's got somebody from the Griselda camp.
Okay.
In the Griselda realm. I won't actually put those 3 all on the forefront, but somebody in that realm of Griselda is going to be on the record.
Okay.
And it's being funded by Baby Grande.
Shouts out Baby Grande.
Shout out Baby Grande.
Yeah, for sure. And,
They let Double come up over here, man. Let him talk his piece. Come on, man.
Yeah. Let's get Double up here, too.
Back again, because I did the first one. I was good, y'all. I ain't do nothing wrong, but go ahead.
But, yeah. So I got a record coming out with one of the artists that's in the realm of Griselda. I don't want to say who yet, you know what I mean? But I will let you know that Birdhouse is producing it, and it's featured.
Shout out Birdhouse.
Featuring Prescription from Waco.
Shout out Prescription.
Yeah.
I know all these folks.
Yeah, these are my guys. You know what I mean. One of my good friends, DJ JB, is this particular artist's DJ. So for those that know, they can put that together.
He narrowed it down for y'all for the ones that know.
Yeah, y'all can put that together. But this record is supposed to be coming out this year for sure.
And then so for all those records, like you said, it's certified. So that's SERTIFIED.
For shit.
I'm high, so I could have messed it up. Oh, no, it's CBD. You know, CBD.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
The CBD. What am I talking
We
about?
ain't in Cali no more.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with having CBD around me, bro.
Yeah, the CBD.
It keeps him. I don't smoke it, but it keeps him mellow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know if I'm around anything else, I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I already know. Yeah, you moving right.
Yeah, I have to. You know what I mean? For the well-being of me and my family.
And is that on?
Is there any artists, or what message would you give to the artists in Austin?
Okay, I'm gonna be.
And then another one.
Mm-hmm.
What artist in Austin would you say is full of shit? Like,
full of shit.
yeah, like you need to do better. You making us look bad.
Okay.
We all got them people. I can say mine too.
Okay. Okay. For the artists that let me see how I'm gonna say this. The advice I would like to give artists, and this goes for particularly the talented people that don't feel like, man, I don't feel like spending money on that, bro. Like, shit, I'm good. I could do it at my crib, this and that. Man, bitch, you sitting on the mother. Man, look, you sitting on your you sitting on your knees. You sit. Hey, Dad, turn that down real quick. You sitting on your knees, and you rolling $500 a night. You know what I'm saying? If not more, on something that you probably gonna lose and walk away from. Take that $500 and give it to my boy Dev, and he gonna shoot you a video. You know what I'm saying? Stop. You betting on yourself down here on the fucking floor to impress these motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you. You go to jail tomorrow. Ain't none of them putting numbers on your books. But I guarantee you getting money. You touching some chicken. Put that $500 on the video. Go spend that $500 with Mask or Platt. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? God forbid the feds hit you, the ATF hit you. Man, you got something to show for it. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? You got hope, Lord willing, you got something put up. You know what I'm saying? But what he say? Babyface, right? Or one of these motherfuckers from Detroit. At least we got good flicks if they take us down. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you gonna look at me. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know I'm touching that motherfucker. So quit betting on yourself in a stupid area. You know what I mean? You making sports bets. Sports bets can win, but some people make stupid sports bets. Some people are rolling dice and they breaking even, and you losing money, and you got to go home and be pissed, and now you pissed at your baby mama.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go spend that $500 with my boy Dev, and they gonna shoot you a video? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's really comes down to investing in yourself. Don't be scared to. You invest in yourself if you buy that $1,000 pack of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so invest in yourself and get a video. Pay my boys right here and they gonna interview you. You know what I'm saying? You have some content. You book a studio time. They charge you $100. Okay, bet. Record that song fast. You know, don't rush it. But I'm saying record that song.
Yeah, get it in time and don't kill yourself with the budget of hourly rates.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, at the end of that, pull up a song that you got that you really like. Okay, play it on the big speakers. Who's this nigga over here? That's my buddy. You ain't doing shit. Hey, hold this phone for me. Man, I'm gonna shoot a snippet while I'm in this motherfucker. Boom, now I got some content to upload to my Instagram. Make the most of your time. Hire my boy Danny Apple Film. He gonna work with you. He not finna wax you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna pull up and do what he needs to do and dip the fuck out. You know, you're spending so much money on Valabasas jeans and the awful lot of cough syrup shirts. You know what I'm saying? Like $500 a hoodie or some bullshit just to wear it to the studio to get ashes on it. And you smoking the motherfucking room out, and you got niggas that sitting on the couch that's not doing nothing. These motherfuckers will be holding the camera for you. You know what I'm saying? And this is just being honest. Motherfuckers got to invest in themselves. You know, sit inside, eat soups and sandwiches for a week. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't go to Root Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Living within your means.
You know what I'm saying? Like until we can get it and touch it.
Get a 9 to 5 to support that music, so you can do that. Then eventually you can quit the job, and then you can have music as your support system. But you can't just be like, I'm a full-time rapper today, y'all. Like, you about to be, life about to kick you in the ASS, and you gonna look like a crazy mofo after that. Cause then it's just gonna become a downward spiral. Now you got to keep up with this lifestyle, and that lifestyle is gonna say, no, that ain't you.
I remember going.
And I see it all the time.
I remember going to Atlanta, and this is before my final thought. I went to Atlanta, and one of the engineers we were coming real close. He engineered and he produced a lot for Bankroll Fresh, so I was a big fan of him. You know what I'm saying? I knew him personally, and I still do. You just grow apart. But I'm talking to him, and he's like, "Hey, this certain artist was out here, and I don't remember who. To be honest with you, I'd probably tell you because it's a pretty intense story. He's like, he came out here with $500,000 to invest in himself into the single and to do this, and he went to the club and blew it and bought clothes and shot one video and a budget video at that. He shoot a video that's not even, man, if you got that much money, you better spend 10, 15 bands and get somebody with a red camera. And,
Get some features. You can just run up on features at that time. Like, let me just get these features first, then I'm gonna get these videos. You can run that up. How much you say?
He said like $500,000,
You can you can run them features up. You can hit the block, do features, and then be like, okay, now I know the videos I'm gonna shoot.
And we think that it works that way, but in places like Atlanta, places like California, you have to go places and spend money.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you hit them features. Still, you can get some low level features. Still get a hot song for somebody that's buzzing.
That does work too. You know what I'm saying? But they talked about how he would go to the strip clubs, and you paying $1,000 for them to play your song and put the spotlight on you. Then on top of that, you throwing up to 5 to 10 racks just to make people think that you got it going the fuck on. And if you do that for 2 to 3, 4 months, you're running out of bread. You know what I mean? You're really supposed to hit the road and go invest that into the radio. You know what I mean? Find somebody that can get you these plugs for the radio so that you can make that $250,000 make a song.
That's what the baby was doing. But I think he did it smart. He was throwing like ones of like a couple hundred, and he'd go in there and play his song, get the content, dip out after he did it, and then he would go and hit all the radio stations too. So
and you have to. And I remember seeing the baby in a motherfucking diaper, walking up and down 6th Street.
That's what got him full viral after he knocked. Well, that was after he knocked that dude out while performing, but he doing that made him go full on viral.
Popped the kid in fucking at Walmart for him showing him his gun. Like, yeah, you stupid. You know what I'm saying? You got the right to carry. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you getting laid. You know what I'm saying? On everything. You know what I mean? And I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like my girl. You know what I'm saying? I can't carry a gun, but she's legally. You know what I mean? Able to. We've been taking lessons, so she knows how to shoot. Lord forbid anything happens while I'm with her, or she's by herself. She understands. You know, we have to protect ourselves. I know how to shoot, but I'm not allowed to have a gun right now. So.
No, yeah.
Gotta keep it smooth.
Yeah, you gotta be safe.
And what was the second question?
Which artists in Austin, or do you have any that you feel like y'all make the city look bad? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm gonna be straight the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And if you taking the cheap route, bro, if you spend it, your buddy want to shoot a video for you because he's gonna do it for $50. He gonna do it for free, or he gonna, you know what I mean? Okay, if one, he don't know how to fucking put the ISO right on his camera or set the camera settings or do anything like that, you need to just be recording, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all some viral videos can go if they're cheap and low budget. You know what I'm saying? It better be funny. You know what I'm saying? At that point, you know what I mean? Or you better be that dude with the $1 around the necklace.
Y'all play up to it.
You know what I'm saying? You better look like it a certain way. You mean you better make motherfuckers laugh or want to share it. You know,
or you got to be about that.
You know what I'm saying? It's really the people that make the city look bad are the people that don't want to invest, bro.
For sure.
And that's some people can talk about it being a politically correct answer. I vibe with everybody. You know what I'm saying? I rock with everybody, and people feel authenticated when Certified walks in the room. You know what I mean? Like they're actually a rapper now. You know what I'm saying? These are young kids that I've had tell me this. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just want motherfuckers to invest in themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like you shoot dice, you $200, $500 a night. You know what I'm saying? You walking away feeling like shit. You know what I'm saying? Put that in a video. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The people that I think that shit on the city and what we have to offer are the people that are taking the cheap route. The people that want to rob the producers, rob the engineers. You know what I mean? Like that shit don't make no sense. Like bitch, we gonna cut your water off.
Yeah.
You know, fuck with
TG Commas. TG Commas came out here, robbed a little plat.
I mean, you know, look, this is straight the fuck up. And I ain't saying, you ain't saying nothing but facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like bro didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? And now your name get dragged through the mud. You know what I'm saying?
People talk.
You know what I mean? And now the whole other shit with the finesse shit is like,
nobody feels sorry for you after
it's
that.
karma. It's karma. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro, but I mean, you know, like at the end of the day, shit, you do bad things happen to you. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. You know what I mean? It's the law of the universe. You know, so shit, fuck them. You know,
Yes, certainly.
invest in yourself. That's my advice. You know
Invest
what I
in
mean?
yourself, damn it.
You know,
For sure.
and have fun, man. Try not to make it feel like work. Have fun, and stop thinking you can do it all by your motherfucking self. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Yeah, stop thinking you can do it by yourself. To be honest with you, any great has a team around it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Scotty might be the closest person I know that does it by himself, but there's still a team that helps him. You know what I'm saying? You know, people, producers and engineers that have you know, pushed him, and he has pushed himself to be better. You know what I mean? My boy Boog, he has pushed himself to be better. You know what I mean? The producers, the engineers have, hey, redo that line. And I've done it to him because we be fucked up and this. Hey, redo that. Come on, you can do it better. All right, you said it one time, do it again. Those are the type of people you need. You need somebody around you that's holding the camera. You know what I mean? That's holding. If your buddy ain't doing shit, he just in there. Hand him the camera.
Or give him out the studio.
You know,
Please be in there. Yeah.
Please get him out the studio. Unless he bring in the weed.
Exactly. See, yeah, you got to do something. Can't be roaching all the time. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through. It was a lengthy interview that was pretty good, though, that we needed to, address a lot of things. I know a lot of people gonna cause a little ruckus with this one, you know what I'm saying? But appreciate you coming through. Like I said, that's Certified everywhere with an S. This is Jet with Pop Austin Media.
Yersky, Chris J. Jackin, you know the vibes.
Exotic Scotty, where you at, baby?
Got Scotty in the back.
You know
Shout
what I'm
out
saying?
Die Slow.
Yes, sir.
We signing out.
Gang.
We love y'all.
Hey, man, the truth hurts, man.
What's up, man? It's Chris J. Jackin up here at Pop Austin Media, man. If you like that clip, make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on nothing. Let's go.